I'd like to thank everybody checking out today's broadcast. You're watching Drizzt the Drow Ranger number 8, loosely based on the books by New York Times bestselling author Salvatore. This broadcast and channel is an overall dedication to Drizzt Do'Urden, the Dark Elf Ranger from the Dungeons & Dragons universe, and the hopes that one day within my lifetime I will see a true-to-heart Legend of Drizzt video game. Going to continue the questing in ESO, or Elder Scrolls Online, with Drizzt, Gwynnefer, and Andahar. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your time. As Drizzt likes to say, well met. And as I like to say, good farming. Let's get this started.
Hi.
Hi, Tesla's cat. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your time.
It will kill.
One moment. Let me finish this thought. What's this word? Oh, I wish my dear Narcissus would return so I could ask. His handwriting is atrocious. Oh well, I'll just write inky black darkness. That sounds like the tomb he described to me. The nearby Drelloth tomb, of course. My employer, the famous adventurer Narcissus Dren, explores its depths, searching for hidden treasure even as we speak. I hope to get to investigate a tomb one day. For now, I'm content to be Narcissus' assistant. I am the personal assistant to Narcissus Dren, and I know a great deal about a good many things. I found the old scroll that mentioned the treasure, after all. Narcissus has been gone a long time, though. Even missed lunch today, and he never skips a meal. You'll check on Narcissus? How sweet. I will make certain you get a mention in his next book. Suppose he just lost track of time studying an intriguing relic or some such. But I will feel so much better if you go into Drelloth and see if he's all right. Certainly. I'd be more than happy to tell you all about the great Narcissus Dren and his exciting adventures. What do you want to know? You did? Rothgar, you say? Funny. I don't remember seeing you mentioned in Narcissus Dren and the Draugr Dilemma. Are you sure you met my Narcissus? A person of his stature is often impersonated by unscrupulous cats. Oh, that sounds just like my Narcissus. Sometimes he has so many thoughts going through his head, he can get distracted. His work in the Drelloth tomb is very important. So, if you can make sure he's all right, I would really appreciate it. I suppose I can take credit for that. I found an old scroll in a Telvanni bookshop and took it right to Narcissus for analysis. His translation indicated there were secret passages inside. He said secret passages mean hidden treasure, so here we are. You don't know the great Narcissus Dren? He explores the world's most dangerous locations and writes books so that his beloved admirers can experience his adventures vicariously. Oh, just reading his words will send little thrills up and down your spine. It is much more than mere admiration. Narcissus Dren fills my heart the way mead fills an earthen jar. Someday, we will undergo the ritual of Mara and live happily as husband and wife. Erbeta Dren. It has a certain flair, don't you think?
so loud? That creature in the next chamber is a tricky one. You must be my new apprentice. Well, let's start the lesson, shall we? You look familiar. Let me think. The cave full of Nereids? The incident with Morella the Cruel and the Mephala cultists? No, I remember. The Draugr incident. We helped the orcs out of a jam, as I recall. What brings you down here, friend? Assistant? Oh, you mean that young Nord woman who's been hanging about? Very kind of her. But Narcissus Dren doesn't need to be coddled. I'm in the middle of a very important undertaking. There's more to this old tomb than meets the eye. She did she? Probably told you she found it? Well, I had to translate it, and from the ancient Elven, no less. Difficult, even for me. Before I could begin my investigation, however, that creature over there appeared to harass me. According to an old scroll I discovered, this tomb was built atop two older structures. Imagine secret chambers that haven't been opened in centuries. And the family died out ages ago. No one to contest my findings. Except that she did she? Probably told you she found it? Well, I had to translate it, and from the ancient Elven, no less. Difficult, even for me. It takes more than a few shambling corpses to stop the formidable Narcissus Dren. Come to think of it, I seem to remember that you weren't as helpful as I'd hoped once we got into that ancient Nord barrow. There was a sarcophagus, as I recall. Oh, yes, my most popular volume to date, Narcissus Dren and the Draugr Dilemma. Surprised you haven't read it. It's captivating. Help me get through this tomb and I'll let you have a copy. It's a sneaky one. Silent as a tomb and twice as deadly. Even its shadow is terrifying.
Hello.
Hey, make your go. Kiss. Welcome back. Thanks for watching. Hope you're a fan of Drizzt. I think you are. You knew Guinevere last time. New book coming out September 18th, FYI. Thanks very much for your time. Hope you enjoy the show.
I knew there was nothing to worry about. Now lead on, my stalwart companion.
G.
This tomb won't explore itself. This isn't what I expected. It's rather small. This isn't right. Where's the treasure vault? The hidden chambers? This tomb deeply disappoints Narcissus Drin. Something more interesting than a boring burial chamber. This ancient scroll indicates that if you honor the ancestors, they reveal... I can't quite make out this word. I'm having a hard time translating some of these old idioms. Are you questioning my expertise? Ancient Elven is like a second language to me, and scholars across Tamriel revere my ability to make sense of historic gibberish. Still, I could check my notes again. Let me see. This squiggle means tomb. Oh, wait! That's V, not D. Veloth tomb. Ooh, what's this button do? Deal with that, will you? Then talk to Elfbet outside!
Can I help you?
Hello there.
Narcissus shot out of that tomb so fast. Just like that time my sister laughed so hard and mead spurted out her nose. Narcissus was so excited he went to find a mage to open a portal. Told us to meet him there. Porphyry, pack up. We need to move. He did, and he told me to tell you. But why he needs your help when he has me, well, it's just beyond my comprehension. Narcissus said that he found new information. He said that the scroll was not about Drelloth tomb. It pointed toward Veloth tomb. You better get moving if you're going to help my Narcissus. Veloth tomb is on the west coast, just south of Nisus.
I hope to be done here soon.
long to see you smile. Ah, love. How cruel the fates that keep me from my heart's desire and force me to lock away my true feelings. Chains bind my heart, yet it yearns to beat free. Oh, what does an outlander know about the complexities of Dunmerry love? But you're only trying to help, and maybe I do need a simpler perspective. How does an outlander convince an overbearing mother that the object of their affection is worthy? Of course not. Tywin is a slave. My mother's slave. I tried to buy her freedom, but Mother laughed at the mere suggestion that I'd be allowed to sully our reputation with a noir bride. Perhaps an outlander's offer wouldn't rouse her suspicion. I don't expect you to pay, obviously. It's just that Mother might reveal what it would take for her to release Tywin if it was anyone but me asking. Knowing that might give me some idea of how to free my love. It couldn't hurt to ask, could it? Tell her you've heard Tywin excels at finding red star shells. Telvanni wizards prize them, and they're very rare. Most of the locals know that Tywin is the best at finding them. Mother loves to gloat. I couldn't bear gazing upon Tywin since Mother rebuked me, but now I can't wait to see her lovely face again. I'll be down at the swamp where she hunts shells. Come find me once you've finished dealing with Mother. She'll be at our tower.
See what...
Mind your step. I would not want you to step on this random patch of grass. I jest, of course. The Telvanni force me to work, but I make sure it brings them no pleasure. I see you wear no shackles. Do you seek work? I know someone who needs help. In truth, you would be helping many Saxhleel, myself included. During my latest escape attempt, I met an amber beauty with eyes like summer rain. Her Lukial name is Sun in Shadow, but I call her my heart. She hatches a plan to set us free. Seek her out in Tel Naga. If I know my heart, she will be sunning herself in the light of some book. Always reading that one, always learning. If all goes to plan, she will read her books beside me in the boughs of a hist. Soon, I hope. Walk with Sithis, my friend, and mind the Telvanni. They spin lies like an elder at the yarn wheel. I ventured too far from the hist and did not heed the bird signs. Dark elf slavers spine-hooked me near Thorn. I escaped 4 times, but never for long. Eventually the Telvanni bought me, at a discount I am told. Laws are slippery things. The Ebonheart Pact outlawed Argonian slavery, but House Telvanni refused to join the pact. In truth, I cannot imagine how they would live without slaves. The Magisters are like overstuffed crocodiles, dangerous, but lazy. I thank you for your offer, but I tire of breaking free only to be recaptured a day later. Sun in Shadow's plan will earn us a lasting freedom. If you help her, you help me. Mages mostly. Members of the so-called Great House Telvanni. One of the 4 great houses of the Dark Elves. They love using that word, great. Great at ruining lives, perhaps. Yes, and Khajiit also. You see, for a Telvanni, life is nothing but a cheap struggle for mastery and control. Mastery of their dry-skinned magics, control of their mushroom towers, and dominion over people. People like us. I ventured too far from the Hist.
Sorry, Master. It won't happen again. Ah, another useful idiot approaches. What trifling matter brings you to me? I trust you're not here to waste my time. That would end badly for you. So Edrino finally came through, did she? And she sent you in her place, no doubt because she believes I will turn her into a Vardvak. But such nonsense. The things these commoners believe. I shall, of course, dock her payment for the late delivery. If you're lying, you do so remarkably well. If you're not, it is of no concern to me. You will receive the same coinage either way. Take it and be about your business. And tell Edrino that if she fails again, I shall locate another mushroom seller. And that concludes my deliveries for today. What an exciting life I lead.
Yes. Can I help you, Suryo? Bless his eyes. Yes, I'm Sun in Shadow. Ioki told you I have a plan to earn our freedom, right? It will require finesse and discretion. I trust that I can count on you for both. To earn my freedom, I need the help of Magister Thurama. She's a recently elevated Telvanni Magister. Not so set in her ways as the others, and probably more likely to remember her early struggles. I know she wants something from Zane Tararis. I need to find out what it is, then get it for her. I'm afraid not. I traded in some favors to get a better idea of what she's seeking, but I learned very little. Apparently her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has some correspondence that might give us a clue. I need that letter. Oh, yes. House Telvanni has its warts, but it's a true meritocracy. With enough guile and cunning, even a lowly slave can sit on the council. I've studied spellcraft since before I could lift a broom. All I need now is the sponsorship of a magister. Thurana's been haranguing the council, trying to get their help in claiming Zane Tararis from House Redrin. She wants something in that shrine. I aim to get it for her. Her mouth, Erevan Ontham, has a letter that contains the clues we need. Be cautious in the council house, Sarah. House Telvanni is not just some beast you can slay. In this place, subtlety will serve you better than any shield. We have to play the game. Ah, it was during one of his many escape attempts. I was cleaning Master Otheri's tableware when Ioki burst through the kitchen door, dragging his chains behind him. He threw open the window and started to climb through it. Then he saw me. He hesitated, even smiled. You don't see Mars slaves smile much. Certainly not when they're being chased by Nyx hounds. They dragged him off and threw him in the dry box. He told me he'd spend a year in there if it meant seeing me again. There's an old alchemist's proverb. No reaction is ever so forceful as the mixing of opposing components. A mouthful, I know, but it fits. Ioki and I occupy different poles on the same spear. He keeps me grounded. I keep him safe. Truthfully, it doesn't. Not yet. Telvanni plots take time to develop. If I demand Ioki's freedom too early, I show my hand. Suddenly, he's a valuable piece in the game, moved and sacrificed as the Magisters see fit.
Sir.
And who might you be? Master Erevan is away on business. Has been for some time, in fact. I know a prowler when I see one. What do you want? No one just wanders into a council mouth's office looking around. I should report you. What are you really after? And do be honest, we've already wasted enough time here. Ah, the one about Zane Tiraris, is it? Well, I could call the guard and be about my day, but I am a Telvanni after all. We don't turn away an opportunity when it presents itself. Perhaps you could help me with a problem I've run into. It's a matter of literature, or lack thereof. I wrote a poem, you see, a cloying, drunken mess of a poem. The post delivered it to my darling Ithran Dora just this morning. If you get it away from her, the letter is yours. She spends most of her time in the study, here in the council hall. She's very diligent, always leaning over one book or another. And the way she licks her thumb when she turns the pages. Sorry, you'll find her in the study, yes. The poem's terrible. Plus, if word got to my parents that I'd been courting a wood elf, I'd be written out of the will, repeatedly, with red ink. Then there's also the possibility of blackmail. Why do you think Ithran Dora keeps it on her? She knows that if Master Erevan gets wind of this, he might dismiss me from his service. Clever minx. Working for a council mouth is a fine occupation, Fla. I can't risk losing it. She's such a pretty, dainty thing. Not at all like those other scrawny Acorn elves. Add a half bottle of Shane to a lusty heart and you wind up with some very poor decisions. The poem's terrible. I hope this is good news. Well, did you get my poem? Quick, give it here! Phew, what a relief. All right, Fla, I'm going to burn this embarrassment. I sure hope I didn't leave Master Erevan's correspondence box unlocked. That would be careless in the extreme. Farewell. Good riddance to bad writing.
There you are. I was afraid you'd been compromised. Were you successful? Did Anthem have anything worth raiding? May I? Ah, a saint's relic. Saint Films. Never heard of him. Says here, the Redarin want it too. To squirrel away in some musty old chapel, no doubt. We need to make sure Thorana gets it before they do. Looks like the shrine is locked, protected by some puzzle ward. Luckily, the letter provides some hints on how to break in. Solve the puzzle, grab the relic, then make haste to tell Barana. Thorana should be there. Offer her the relic on my behalf. Somewhere between certain and apprehensive. The Telvanni respect all clever schemes and love to barter. This little intrigue will prove my worth, I know it. Then again, she could just try to take the relic by force. Run? Telvanni magisters wield magics that put Giulianos to shame. Of course, you're quite the hero in your own right. Hopefully it doesn't come to that.
I've got what you need.
Sarah, please, a moment. What a stroke of luck. You're a warrior, yes? Of course you are. I need your help, Sarah. All is not well in Matu's Arkin. Husbandry run amok. Our chief breedsman, Drovos Nelvain, created a new genus of Quama. They've proven to be very aggressive and impossible to control. When I advised caution, Drovos nearly killed me, called me an intellectually stunted poltroon. Drovos managed to create a royal queen egg. If the egg hatches, our native Quama will be wiped out. He's gone mad, Sarah, and all of Vardenfell may pay the price. I need you to destroy this egg, white out the scribs in waiting, and deal with Drovos. I hate that it's come to this, but Drovos forced my hand. They're unique. Selective breeding's nothing new in the egg trade. Some breedsmen focus on increased yield, while others focus on strength and longevity. A combination of classical breeding and alchemy. Mad science, if you will. No one doubts Drovos' brilliance, but his methods are ghastly. Unnatural? Emphatically yes. Nature couldn't produce Quama like this, not without gross interference. Yes, I suppose we rushed right past introductions. I'm Rydena Devani, sub-Tamrielic naturalist. I oversee mining practices for House Halaru, ensuring that the Quama aren't exposed to undue risk from disease, starvation, or parasitic infestations. They were promising at first. Quama are hardy creatures, but they still fall prey to the droops and parasitic mites. It's not unheard of to lose entire colonies to disease. Breeding in resistances made sense. It was a mistake, clearly. Drovos possesses a keen intellect, but no restraint. Too much Telvanni in him, I suspect. He has no allies, no official connections, only the work. They don't know what he's done, and there's no time to tell them. The new queen could hatch any minute. Drovos also hired a company of mercenaries to protect him. Small...
I'd like to thank everybody for checking out today's broadcast. You're watching Drizzt the Drow Ranger number 8, loosely based on the books by New York Times bestselling author R.A. Salvatore. This broadcast and overall channel is a dedication to Drizzt Do'Urden, Dark Elf Ranger from the Dungeons and Dragons universe, hoping that one day within my lifetime I will see a true-to-heart Legend of Drizzt video game. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much for your time. It's just likes to say well met. Ooh, and I like to say good farming.
Hello.
Hey G, welcome back. G, if you read the books, you probably already know already, but just a general heads up to all Drizzt fans, new book is dropping in stores on September 18th. New trilogy by Ari Salvatore. Title is called Timeless at the moment. A Drizzt novel. So not just one, but 3 more books on the way. That's if you're up to date. It's gotta be close up to 35 books by now. Still no TV or movie works in the deal yet, I assume. Mr. Ari Salvatore, or Bobby, is waiting for the right crew of people to do it, if he ever decides to do it. I don't know, Hollywood has a bad habit of butchering books overall, in my opinion, so anything, I hope he does an animated series first, with as much as right from the books as possible. Probably Netflix hasn't picked up this series yet, but he's probably not selling it anyway until he knows it can be done right. Praying that the creators of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt talk to Mr. Salvatore about doing a Drizzt game. Him and Geralt share a lot of commonalities, I found. If you ever played The Witcher 3, I could always just envision it being a Drizzt game too. Rumble guards. Every time I see Rumble Belly. Regis' nickname from Bruno. Good old icing death there. Wish this one move wouldn't turn on my weapons red. Kind of takes away from the effect. I guess I could play without it. Most of the stuff in this DLC is not about 8% extra damage, and the stamina bonus is no joke. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching.
Finally! I thought you might have been eaten. Is it done? Did you take care of that madman Drovos? Well, this has been an ugly business, hasn't it? A talented breedsman dead, a brood exterminated, mercenaries slaughtered. Sometimes I miss the academy. Please take this. House Lalu owes you a great debt. Safe travel, Sarah. I'll be sure to let the trade barons know what you did here. All of House Halalu should know your name.
That's odd, still black. Means I missed something. Oh well, we'll come back to that another time. Well, I think that'll wrap up another broadcast. You've been watching Drizzt, the Drow Ranger, number 8. Loosely based on the books by New York Times bestselling author Salvatore. Thanks to everyone who's checked it out. This broadcast and channel is a dedication to Drizzt Do'Urden. I highly recommend next time you're at a bookstore or a library, pick up the first book, Legend of Drizzt, Homeland. One of the best book series I've ever read. And if you like it, there's lots to keep you going for a while. New book drops in stores on September 18th, 2018. Timeless, a Drizzt novel. Can't wait for that. Hope to catch you on the next broadcast. I thank you. Guinevere thanks you. Andahar as well. And well met and good farming.